This is a nice, very lovely elevator. Nice mirrors everywhere. Oh, I think I need my card to activate. Somewhere. There. Come on. Aha. So, here we have the luggage. Made it to the hotel that I had initially booked. So, here we are, day 2 in Berlin. I thought I should do a room tour before I mess it up. So here we have the hotel where I booked wardrobe, shoe racks. Oh, a nice gold safe. I can put all my gold bullions in there. Okay, let's start with the loo. A bit old looking, but still nice. They could have had some more lights in here, but that's okay. So here we have a little dressing area, and then we have the bedroom. Here we go. So I had to stay at another hotel for one night because my booking at this hotel started from today. This is Hotel Bristol, so kind of an English style, but I quite like it. They even have these little, maybe if I turn off this light, you can see. And on the other side, quite comfortable looking and clean and beautiful. The best thing was that the staff are so friendly. I got here a bit earlier than I planned, and they just said, don't worry, we'll find you a room. And so we have a room. It's excellent. Really like it. Very happy. It's very important to have a comfortable place to stay in when you're traveling, especially if you're somewhere for a very long time. I feel good. Here we are in Berlin about 25 years ago. As you can see, I've traveled back in time and I have come into an aisle where they're selling CDs and other records. Look, this is just unbelievable. Hey guys, so I'm stuck on a country road somewhere between Berlin and Hanover. I was using Waze and it said that I should take this little country road. It's going to save me an hour and away from the traffic jams, but looks like there's another traffic jam on the country road and we're at a complete standstill. So I thought I should talk to you and tell you a little bit about my Berlin experience this time. I went to Berlin, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and then I went back again. This time I took my car. Last time I was renting a car just to go around and explore and look at the areas and see how I feel. Berlin was very, very attractive because I have so many friends there, and I thought it would be great to go and live somewhere for 6 months where I would be close to my friends and it would be fun. However, without offending my friends in Berlin, who are all lovely and they were the only reason why I would move to Berlin, I've come to the conclusion that it's not really for me. And there are three very, very main reasons for that. One, the mobile phone signal and network is atrocious. Even with 4G, you can't open any web pages on your phone. If you're looking for directions or anything on Waze, it takes forever. I mean, our 3G in England is probably faster, maybe even 2G is faster than their 4G. First thing. Second thing, their broadband, the internet, is really slow. At home in London, I have 200 megabit download, and I moan about it that it's slow and I should have at least 500. And in Berlin, my friends had 10 or 20 megabits and they thought that was fast. And one of my friends told me that for many, many years they have not invested in the infrastructure. So therefore, they don't have optic fibers, they don't have decent cables, and as a result, the internet is really slow. So these are the two things that really are very important for me because I live my life on the internet. My work and all my entertainment, YouTube, Netflix, everything, FaceTime video and audio with my friends around the world. I mean, pretty much everything is on the internet, and as much as we moan about England, it has an amazing infrastructure and everything is great in terms of the technology. Now the second thing is, now the third thing is the roads. Berlin roads are by far the worst roads I think I've experienced after Stuttgart. So Stuttgart had the most bumpy roads that it felt like you were driving on a cheese grater, and Berlin is the second. I mean, there was maybe a patch of 100 meters in the whole city that was smooth, well, at least that I came across, and I drove for at least 200-300 kilometers around Berlin looking at various areas and parts. So those are the three key things that put me off moving to Berlin. Then there's another thing which most of my viewers from southern Germany warned me about. When you're driving around in a Porsche, people give you such evil looks. They still have that East Germany communist mentality, and they don't appreciate the fact that you have worked hard and achieved something, but instead they give you those evil looks. And I'm not a show-off, I'm a very calm person, I don't switch on my exhaust, and drive fast in areas where I shouldn't. So I'm really a very well-behaved person, and I was finding it hard. So I think that based on those grounds, I would have to remove Berlin from my list. Also, I mean, if you go all the way to the far east part of Germany, where you're cut off from the nice mountain roads and passes and everywhere else pretty much, because it takes 5-6 hours to get anywhere from Berlin, by car that is. Obviously I would drive. So yeah, I think that it's better for me to choose somewhere else to live, and I can always jump on a plane and go see my friends on a weekend if I so wish. But living there every day, I think after the first couple of weeks I would find it so frustrating, because yes, London is home and I moan about it all the time, but once you're away from it you realize how advanced we are and how much technology and infrastructure we have everywhere. And no wonder why everyone wants to move to London and live there. I mean, people come from all around the world. It's a very, very tolerant, accepting, inclusive city. Whereas Berlin is considered alternative, but it's not really alternative, it's all just mainstream. It just happens that that mainstream, all of it is what used to be alternative maybe 20 years ago, but now the whole of Berlin is that. So there is hardly anyone that looks any different. Everyone dresses the same, looks the same, believes in the same thing. So I guess they still have that communist mentality, perhaps. Yeah, so that's my little update from my Berlin trip now. I'm heading to Düsseldorf and have a look around there. I really like Hamburg, but it's again the same thing. It's really windy and cold, and it rains a lot. It's very up north in Germany, so you're pretty much cut off from everything. So I think it might just end up being somewhere like Baden-Baden or Munich or some small town in Bavaria, because northern Germany is disappointing me. Also, I've noticed that if you're on the autobahns in southern Germany, you can do 200 kilometers an hour easily without anyone jumping in front of you. But for some reason, in this part of the world, people don't care that there's a fast car coming from behind them. You're doing 200 and they'll jump in front of you at 130, so you have to brake, and then you have to accelerate and brake and accelerate, and it becomes very frustrating. And obviously you burn more fuel because you're constantly accelerating.